for the 800th time. Hello and welcome to Shakesyear. That's 800. This is episode number 800. That's a lot of episodes. That's a lot of Shakespeare. And we're only in King Richard II. Granted, we're in Act 5, Scene 1 of King Richard II. And today we get to hear from Richard, who's no longer king. Otherwise, I would say we're hearing from King Richard. But he's been deposed and he is being escorted off to the Tower to live out his non-kingly days, and we're sort of on the streets in London in between the court and the Tower where the Queen was waiting for him to pass by. And when he passes by, she's like, "Look at you, you still look so much like the king, I can't believe it." And he's like, "Yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? Like the things are kind of over for me." And she's like, no, excuse me, where is the king that I know, the man who would fight back, the man, when I played the Queen, the one line that would trip me up every single time was, "The lion dying thrusteth forth his paw." Try saying "the lion dying thrusteth forth his paw" 10 times fast. But her point is that even when strong beasts are being killed, they strike out because they're angry that they're being killed. Like they still have some fight in them. And she's like, what is this that's going on here? You that are the lion and king of beasts. And he says, "A king of beasts indeed. If aught but beasts I had been, still a happy king of men. Good sometime queen, prepare thee hence for France. Think I am dead, and that even here thou takest, as from my deathbed, my last living leave. In winter's tedious nights, sit by the fire with good old folks, and let them tell thee tales of woeful ages long ago betid, and ere thou bid good night, to quit their grief, tell thou the lamentable fall of me, and send the hearers weeping to their beds. For why? The senseless brands will sympathize the heavy accent of thy moving tongue, and in compassion weep the fire out. And some will mourn in ashes, some coal black, for the deposing of a rightful king." So he's kind of sort of eulogizing himself almost. What he says to her is, first of all, it might have been better if I had prevailed over something other than humans, because humans suck. But most importantly, Queen, you're going off to France, and I think it best that you just pretend that I'm dead and pretend like you're never going to see me again, and just prepare yourself to pass away your remaining days swapping stories with old people, and you can tell them the story of me as the last story of the night, because it's such a sad story that upon hearing it, people will cry their eyes out and it'll put out the fire, and then everybody has to go to bed. And then Northumberland enters. She doesn't get to respond to this just yet, but Northumberland and a bunch of people enter, and they're like, change of plans, Richard, you're not going to go to the Tower, you're going to go to Pomfret, and Queen, you're going to France. So say goodbye to each other, both of you, right now, because you're going in opposite directions. You never see each other again. And do we think Richard takes this lying down? Do you think he just goes quietly? Of course not. We'll find out what he has to say in episode 801. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.